your Commander-in-Chief. Mr. Luttrell has worked with me for the past 5 years to unlock the secrets of leadership greatness. He tells me the advances in neuroscience are exposing how that great leaders push through times of adversity and crisis. And so what Mr. Luttrell has done is he's studied great leaders, and he's used this as a map to study their correspondences and the correspondences of people that were around us to understand our thinking during times of adversity and how we shifted that from amygdala type of thinking to frontal cortex type thinking, which then opened up our whole entire brain and allowed us to be able to think very clearly and make very good decisions during times of adversity and crisis. I am Abraham Lincoln, as you know, and I led America's second revolution. That was to provide liberty and justice for all.
A lot of high stress levels.
But you took accountability
Yes.
for your emotions, and you did something with that.
Yes.
And that turned out very well. Well, thank you very much. Don't go anywhere yet.
All right.
Now, I wasn't in charge of selecting these gifts. Apparently it was Mr. Luttrell. And he has managed to give you a picture of me with some of my quotes. These align very well with what you'll learn later as frontal cortex thoughts. They're very powerful statements. Now, I would have picked someone else because I was not known to be a particularly good-looking man. One day after finishing a case in the courthouse in Springfield, a lady walked right up to me and she said, "You are about the ugliest man I've ever seen in my life." And I said, "Well, ma'am, there's not a whole lot I can do about it." And she said, "Well, you could have stayed at home." So I apologize, but hopefully you can make something out of this. It sounds like you're very good. And so what I was going to talk to you about now is how that it is possible to identify those gaps and to re-script them. Well, 2 days before I get ready to give my speech, which you may have heard of it, it's called the House Divided speech, the political bosses had gotten wind of what I was going to say, and they told me that I needed to tone down my rhetoric, my anti-slavery rhetoric, or they would take the nomination away from me and give it to someone else. But if it's decreed that I go down here, then let me go down with the truth. But that's a very, very powerful frontal cortex thought that then counters amygdala type of thinking. There's another gentleman that stood up to one of the most evil tyrants in the world. And he was able to not only shore up his own frontal cortex, but he was able to write some dramatic wartime speeches that you might want to hear. So this person might not surprise you. He may be behind that screen. So if you give me 90 seconds, I'll go check. Hello, I'm Sir Winston Churchill, and you may be wondering why that I don't have more of a British accent. Well, many of you may know, or may not, that my mother, Jenny Jerome, was from Brooklyn, New York. So when I come back to the States, I just kind of fall right back into my American dialect. That's the explanation for that. Now, Mr. Luttrell has asked me to come talk to you about the last two principles. Now, Lest Mr. Luttrell completely gets shut out of his presentation entirely, I'm going to go check to see if I can go get him and be right back. Did you know it was me? Did anybody know it was me? Okay. So would you like to learn how to do these things so well that you can provide your project teams with a new vocabulary to transform organizational resistance and project anxiety into emotional intelligence and stellar project performance? Time?
Yes.
All right. Well, let me quote Mr. Emerson. Nothing can bring you peace but the triumph of principles.